Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and today we're going to be talking about the Magnetize build. Now, we're doing this in the Void instead of in the Simulacrum because I honestly could not make the bubble explode in the Simulacrum for whatever reasons. I'm going to show you guys the build first and explain why we're using a beam weapon over a bullet weapon. You can use a bullet weapon as well, but beam weapons just kind of work a little bit better with the Magnetize bubble because you put like a lot of damage into the bubble super fast. And the bubble works as a multiplier for your damage. So let's say you deal 100 damage to the bubble, then it will output 200 damage as an explosion. Pretty cool, right? And that's basically the general concept that we're going off. So let's take a look at the mag build and sort of go for it and say why we have these things on. Now, you can go for duration or you cannot go for duration. It's kind of personal preference. I tend to not want the duration on there because if I want to, kill a lot of enemies in a very short period of time, I just want to put the bubble up, deal damage to it, or get the enemies to deal damage within inside it. And then, it'll explode and kill all of them for me because the damage is going to scale because those enemies are going to be trying to shoot me. And, they're going to be shooting inside the bubble. So all those bullets coming from the enemies is going to be inside the bubble and, be multiplied or their damage is going to be multiplied is basically what I'm trying to say here. So, we throw on Overextend It and Stretch on here for the range, Transient Fortitude and Power Drift and Intensify for the strength, Private Flow for energy, then Streamline Fleeting for our efficiency, and then Vitality here for our defense, Cruise Projection to deal a little bit more damage versus those armor targets. And yeah, that's pretty much the build. Nothing more to it. This just makes the bubble super big, makes it deal a decent amount of damage while also giving us a decent amount of efficiency. So you can bring in like a 2 from the top fleeing expertise as well. That's also an option that you can go for, but sadly I don't have an extra fleeing expertise on hand here, so we're just going to go in with the 1 from the top, and that'll give you a little bit extra duration on your bubble. Showing you guys the statistics right here. This is what we're going for. The only negative stat really is the duration right there, but we have a 2.8 damage multiplier on this build, which is pretty cool. We could obviously up that to like 3.0 if we were to, trade out the fleet expertise for something, but we're not going to do that there in this video. So, jumping into a void mission, we're just going to go in and, get a few enemies in the bubble and show you guys how effective or non-effective this build actually is. The build gets better as the enemies get stronger. So it's a late game build, definitely 110%. So we have a beam weapon right here, and the reason for this is pretty self-explanatory, at least in my opinion. You're dealing multiple instances of damage in a very short period of time, which means you can put more damage inside the bubble. You can do the same with the Soma or something, so really up to you which weapon you want to bring, so whatever. So the best way to play with Mag is to sort of find an area and then hold off that area, right? So what we're going to be doing is all the enemies are going to be funneling up here, or they might spawn behind me, but hopefully they funnel up here. What we're going to do is we're going to put the bubble on them, then we're going to shit into the bubble, and that's going to go into the center of it. Then it's going to explode, or maybe it's not going to explode. Okay, maybe it's still not exploding. That's kind of weird. That should explode. It's going to collapse on itself and then blow up and kill all the enemies around, apart from that one guy. So everything just basically died there. But I'm assuming there's like a cap for the amount of damage that you have to actually put into this before it, goes and explodes, or something has to be met before it explodes. But as long as you deal like a decent amount of damage to the bubble, chances are it is going to explode, as far as I'm aware anyway. You can still use Polarize on this build, even though you have a super short duration. You can use it to strip the armor from enemies who are super close to you. But yeah, this is basically the build. It's super overpowered, and you kind of just keep on doing this. So, like I said, the damage does scale, so this will work versus level 100 enemies, level 145 energies, enemies, things like that there. And that's basically the build in a nutshell, really. I have a really weird cough today, so that's why I sound like I'm about to croak it at the minute. But, there's that. It does take a decent amount of energy. I mean, well, I have max efficiency on here, so, if you keep on spamming it, it'll take a decent amount of energy, but, as long as the enemies are inside that their bubble, they won't be able to shoot you unless it starts to collapse on itself, and then you're kind of screwed, like right now. Mag isn't the tankiest of Warframes, so you definitely want to be careful, because you can die super quickly, like so. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. So, hold off an area, make sure you keep your energy up. Bringing a Trinity with you might be a good idea. Spamming some of the plates. Just deal damage and watch them all die. That's really the build, so, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool build. Pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button below. Want to see more Warframe content from me? Hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.